5:45, and we are headed off to do a minimum pickup at one of Jason's listings. Jason, as you guys probably know, is one of my real estate buddies who's been feeding me quite a bit of work. So he's got just a little bit in the garage we're gonna grab, and then we're gonna head to work. This is what we got today: cooler, tent, old bike, office chair, desk, vise, fridge, and cable lock. Not much. So we'll clear this out. Full of, it's a gun cleaning kit. Definitely keeping that.
Very nice.
And some 1x4. All right, and that's a wrap. It's funny, I've been looking for a vise. Well, just got one. I'm gonna pull that bad Larry off. The rest of it we'll probably dump. I don't know, this table is also pretty stout, so I might keep that.
Dr. Cosmo Kramer.
up, guys? All right, one thing I wanted to talk about in today's video was taking care of your body, taking care of yourself. I saw it from, I think, Florida Turf Lawn Pros, channel I follow, mowing in Florida. And one thing he talks about is, you know, this business and also the mowing and landscaping business is tough. It's tough on the body, and taking care of yourself is one of the most important things. We talk a lot about equipment, and I'm the first to admit I love having good equipment, making sure my stuff's in good shape. Just got my oil change yesterday on the truck and got to grease up the trailer. But if I was neglecting my body, then I wouldn't have the energy to get up at 4:30 and 5 a.m. sometimes to go out and knock out a job like we did yesterday. So we're at the gym here. It's 10 minutes to 6. We did a half-hour workout, just kind of a blitz session. I'm in the sauna doing a few more push-ups, sweating it out for a few minutes, stretching. But one thing that my parents taught me is take care of your body and your body will take care of you. And your body is like the only vehicle you can't trade in. I'm looking at upgrading my truck to 1 ton so I can get into some heavier jobs, just tow more safely when I've got rock and dirt. But it's kind of like I want to upgrade my truck. Well, I can go do that. I could trade my truck today and get a better brand new truck. I can't do that with my body. So if I don't take care of my body that loads the trailer and all that, then my body won't take care of me. I won't be around in this business. So just wanted to share that. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, work out, get good sleep, get good nutrition. Can't state that enough, because what you put into your body is what you'll get out of it. It's like fuel. You put bad diesel in a truck, it's gonna run like crap. Same thing with your body. You work it out, you exercise, you take care of it, you do all those things, you hydrate with good fuel, you'll be in good shape. Alrighty guys, we've been in here for about 15 minutes. It is hot. What we got on the read today, 180. So it's right where it should be. We're gonna hit the showers. We packed a lunch. I got in a cooler in the truck, so we're gonna hit the showers here at the gym, and then we're gonna go to the dump. They open at 7. Plans to get there at 6:45, so I'm first in line. I can dump off and then change in the truck, head to my day job. Do my day job from about 7:30 on days I dump to 4:30 or so, and that's how I make a living. I work for a utility company. It's a small business. We do real estate consulting and land review work, permitting for utility projects here in California. Make a great living doing that, but I love the side hustle because it's fun to me, and I love growing my own business. It's more creative, so I enjoy these videos. I enjoy the watchers and all the comments and stuff y'all make. So thank you for watching and subscribing. We're gonna hit the showers. We're gonna get out of here. Plan is to be out of here at 6:10. We have to dump by about 6:30, 6:40 in line, and then we will unload and we'll hit you with the numbers. So while we're waiting for the dump to open, share some news with you guys. It's not for sure, but probably going to be upgrading trucks to a 1-ton F350 diesel, most likely, and I'm going to be using it as a tow rig only. I'm not going to use it just to commute and all that to my regular day job, but I'm going to use it for the hauling business, and then I'm also going to use it for a little bit of personal use just when we tow our family's travel trailer. So we've got a 23-foot Lance 2295 travel trailer. It weighs about 6,500 wet, maybe 7,000. And I've towed it on several trips with the Tundra, and the Tundra has plenty of power. My 2017 Tundra has like 400 horsepower and around 395 pound-feet of torque, I want to say. And it's got a 430 rear end. So towing is never an issue from a power standpoint. I can fly up hills at 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, no problem. 6 to 7% grade. Now, if it's hot out and it's an extended grade, I don't like to run the transmission past 4,000 RPM or even 3,500 if I don't have to. I do just feel like towing with the Tundra on a regular basis for weights over 5,000-6,000 pounds, sure, it can do it, and it's rated for 10,000. But again, it's not the power. The issue I have with the Tundra towing, it comes down to braking. And so more often than not, when I'm towing a load that might be a 5,000 to 6,000 pound load is my standard, because my trailer weighs 3,500. Usually people fill it up, they'll put 2,000, 2,500 pounds in it, and that gets us up to the 5,500, 6,000 pound weight. Plus I've got tools in the bed, I've got the camper shell, I've got a little bit of extra weight on this truck, oversized tires. And what happens is when I'm driving in the city, and let's say we're on a 50-mile-an-hour main road and a light turns yellow, the question that I always have as I'm running up to that light is, one, is the guy in front of me, if there is somebody, going to stop? And if so, I need to be going slow enough that I can stop quickly depending on how far we have. Number two, if he goes, should I go? And there's just this pucker effect that I'll call it, where you get in an intersection, or you're coming up on an intersection where it turns yellow, and you say, should I brake or should I try to speed up? Partly depends on what the conditions are in front of you. But this Tundra, it just doesn't brake a heavy load that well. I have the best brakes that my mechanic recommended, which are AKE discs, and I've got all 4 new rotors and calipers, or not calipers, rotors and pads, AKE. And he said those are the best, because I told him, I said, I tow trailers, I just want the best stopping power I can get without really upgrading to a big brake kit, like a big Brembo or Wildwood or something like that. So he said, well, these are the best brakes, and pads you can put on that with your setup. So I said, okay, let's do it. So we upgraded the brakes a couple months ago. I've been towing all around with it. And the other thing is, my trailer can take about 7,000 pounds, and when it is full of dirt or rock, it weighs 10,000 pounds. So that means I'm at my max tow capacity on the truck. And you never want to be running your truck at the max tow capacity. Most people say run it at 2/3 of the capacity and you should be fine. So when I bought my travel trailer, which is, like I said, about 6,000 to 6,500 pounds, I thought, I'm in that kind of sweet spot. I'm not overloading the truck, and it would be fine. And if you tow 1 or 2 times a year, the Tundra would be fine to do something like that with. But now with the hauling business, I'm towing trailers regularly between 5,000 to 10,000 pounds, weekly, most weekends, or even more throughout the week. And so I was talking to my mechanic about it, and he said, well, you're gonna wear that truck out a lot faster, because the Tundra just isn't meant to tow every day. It can do it, you're just gonna be replacing things more often. And your bearings are going to wear out faster, your ball joints, your suspension components, your brakes. It's just not meant to be hauling every single day. So I had a meeting with my accountant, and I asked him, I said, what would it look like for me to purchase a new truck? And I'm actually not going to get brand new, but probably a year or 2 old CPO, 2020 up, Ford F-350 diesel, and just use it for the hauling business, and then also use it for a little bit of personal trips when our family travels. And he said, well, what you can do is you can depreciate it all in year 1, and it's like a bonus depreciation, or you can depreciate it over 5 years. And he said that's what I'd recommend, and that's my plan, is that I will take a depreciation on that truck for the value of the truck over the next 5 years against my income. And that's going to reduce my adjusted gross income to be lower, and therefore we'll get some tax savings or a refund from doing that. Now, what he pointed out is that if you're going to use it for personal as well, you need to track all your miles, and we can only write off the miles that you use for your business, which makes sense. And so we can't write off any of the miles we take it, camping on the weekend or whatever. But the majority of the miles on that truck, they're all going to be towing miles. I'm only buying the truck to tow, because that's what I'm setting that up for. I'm keeping this Tundra, it's paid off, I've maintained it super well, and I don't want to lose this truck. But it's just not the best tow rig. And so the plan is that we're going to be looking around at F-350s. not sure if I'm going dually or single rear wheel. Eventually I may want to get into dirt work with a Bobcat or something, small excavator. So that's why I'm also buying a bigger truck, because I'm planning ahead in this business that I may want to grow it, I may not. But if I don't, then the 6,000 to 10,000 pound trailers I throw behind it are going to be nothing, because those trucks can tow 30 to 35,000 pounds, depending on the configuration. So it's just going to stress that truck a lot less than it will be my Tundra. It will keep my Tundra in good shape, and then I can always have my Tundra as a backup vehicle for light duty work, and which is nice, and also just my personal stuff. So the plan is to ride off as many miles on that truck as possible to get the biggest kind of tax benefit, and that's one of the benefits of owning your own business, is you get to buy things, and as long as you're putting them into service that year, you can take depreciation on that asset, either all in that year one or over the amount of time that that asset has a scheduled life in service, which for trucks is 5 years. So that's my plan. New things coming. We're going to be upgrading the trailer a little bit, just doing some modifications, not getting a new one for now. And so we'll be doing that soon and looking at trucks. So exciting times ahead. I'm looking forward to what's to come. Oh, man, I need a haircut. I'm gonna get one of those today. All right, guys, that was a 440 pound load. That was hardly anything at all. So super light, which is nice. It cost me $23.75 to dump. We had $35 in fuel for this job. Everything was right in town in Rockland where I live. So that's always nice. And so our total profit, we have, let's see, 120 from the first little garage clean out from Jason, my realtor buddy. And the heaviest thing on that job, interestingly, was the desk with the vice grip on it. It was like a really nice workbench desk. It was a wood one, but somebody had built it super stout. So I kept that. I'm keeping that in my garage. I've been looking for a vice and a workbench, so it just worked out. And then, so I took that out. That load was super light. Charged me 120 for that. And then the next job last night I got from a Google My Business. Guy just called me. They had moved out, and he had some stuff that he just left on his driveway. It was just the household trash. So that one I charged him 200 for. So our total revenue is 320. We had $23.75 in dump fees, 35 in gas. That leaves us with $261. 25 cents, I think. I mean, I'm not going to do the cents, but 261 bucks for, I'm going to call it 2.5 hours of labor tops, really, because both jobs took about 10 minutes to load. The thing that takes the longest is just getting to the job, but both of them were like 6 minutes from my house. So it really didn't take me that long, but I'm going to factor all the time of hitching up, you know, this and that. And so let's call it 2.5 hours for $261 of profit. Ain't too bad. Happy with that one.